you guys cite the defense tonight Saturday? What would you give your grade for the defense Saturday?
I say I guess we had an A, but watching film and stuff, there's a couple things we need to tweak up.
What do you need to fix?
It's just as a defensive front, a couple techniques we didn't play our blocks perfectly, so there's always room for improvement.
I know it's obviously short field, but what happened on Kamara's short touchdown right now?
There was an offensive turnover.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying just
short field.
How was he able to squeak through the line, I guess?
Alvin just a elusive back.
Yeah.
It was like a small gap, and he just jumped through it. And we was watching film, and just like most running backs would like try to bounce it outside or something like that, but he just jumped through it and took the opportunity he had.
We obviously they announced it today or at the game, but 7 of the 11 defensive starters. Does it kind of bug you not being one of the ones that's not scored a touchdown?
Not really, because if I score, I score. As long as my teammates getting points for our team, it's a team effort.
For Texas A&M, they've always had this sort of passing game, but this year they got a pretty talented running back. What have you seen from him, whether it be on film or just watching him on TV?
I haven't watched much film on him, but on TV, I've seen that he could be explosive a lot throughout the game. Just at any point in the game, he can make a big run, explosive play on the defense, so we have to be aware of him at all times.
The offense kind of looks like your offense, just watching the Tennessee game, just with a lot of the read options. How similar from what you've seen in their offense?
It's pretty similar. I haven't watched a lot of film on them, but from what I've seen, it's pretty similar, and I don't think we should have too many problems with it.
Trevor's a good runner too. How do you keep him in check? What do you practice this week to keep him in check?
We just have to contain the quarterback, contain the pocket, and collapse the pocket, and just know where he is at all times in case we can't make any gaps up the middle, so he can just take off running and get a first down.
As a defense, does it kind of feel good to get another shot at him? Because you probably, after the Sugar Bowl a few years ago, probably didn't expect another one.
I really didn't play in the Sugar Bowl that year, but yeah, this is gonna be just like any other game. We're gonna treat it as any other game. We're gonna go against them. We've been win against a couple other quarterbacks over the last couple of years, so it's just gonna be like a normal SEC game.
But as a spectator, what do you remember about that game? His performance?
He's a great passer, and he could just take off running and get the first down or big plays at any moment. So you have to be aware of him at all times.
How much confidence does this defense have after a game where you shut down an offense like Tennessee and really just obviously outside of the one short score, keep them out of the end zone?
We have a lot of confidence right now, but we know we still have room for improvement. And even though it may seem like we executed the game perfectly, it's a lot of things we need to continue to work on to get better as a defense.
What have you seen from Sean Dion, especially with his awareness on defense?
He has great awareness. He could be a playmaker at any moment. He'll just come out of nowhere on a blitz and make a sack or something like that. He's a great linebacker for us, and I'm glad he's on our team.
What's he like off the field?
Off the field, he's a funny guy. Pretty much acts like Ruben, you could say.
Okay.
They're pretty much almost like they act the same. He's just a funny guy.
That was Ronnie Harrison's second touchdown. What have you seen from him out of this season so far?
Ronnie, he's a great defensive back. He works a lot harder in practice, and they pride themselves on interceptions now. So in practice, you're always going to see them break on the ball as fast as they can and try to cut the wide receivers off and get the interception and turnovers and stuff like that.
He's had a fumble for a touchdown and now an interception. The variety there. Where has his success come from out of his abilities?
I say his success is just the awareness he's gained over the offseason, over where the wide receivers and just the offenses we're going against, the routes they're going to run and stuff like that. I feel like he sees those ahead of time, and then he attacks the ball. He tries to rip the ball out as much as he can, and just like a great defensive player, he rips it out and gets it out.
Nick talked about you guys using nickel rabbits package against Tennessee a lot in that game. What does it do for you guys when you have that fast of a package on the field defensively?
It helps us with rotation, so a lot of more guys get to rest more, and just having fast guys across the whole board, it just helps us play more defenses, and we'll be able to go faster and run stunts a lot quicker.
Was it also kind of helpful against a quarterback that can move a little bit and a running back like Kamara that can get outside?
Yeah, it helps us contain them a lot easier, and we don't have to worry about them breaking, losing contain, and they're breaking on the outside and getting a lot more yardage.
How does your job change in a situation where you go from an end to inside as a tackle when one of the linebackers come down as a rushing end?
Going from outside to inside, you're going to play more double teams, back blocks, and bend blocks and stuff like that. So you have to be more aware of the things you could get on the inside. On the outside, or most of the time you have to worry about is contained. So just going from outside to inside is not a big change, but it's just the different blocks and stuff you could get from different schemes the offense we go against.
This defense is from him during the course of the last few games. For all the great performances, it seemed like he's even been at like another level.
Okay, you said Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great pass rusher. Just the last couple of games, he, as you can see, he's explosive off the line of scrimmage, and he gets in the backfield faster than almost anyone I know. And he's just been practicing on a whole different level, just coming out there every day with the right mindset, just grinding every day.
This defense seems to be a lot more aggressive in terms of blitzing and sending the linebackers. What impact does that have on how you play and the double teams and things that you face?
With all the blitzes, I think it helps me out a lot on the double teams because one offensive lineman will fall off of me and try to block the linebacker. If he blocks the linebacker, I'll be open and stuff like that. Or if he stays on me, we have a wide open linebacker to make a tackle for a loss. And I think that it just helps confuse the offense this year and their blocking schemes up front.
Do you think that has helped in terms of the pressure, even when you're not getting sacks? Is that why you're getting so much more pressure because of the blitzing?
I think it has a big thing to do with the pressures and affecting the quarterback throughout the game and helping get turnovers for our defense.
What third down defense? You guys you doing any better with that this year than you had in the past?
I can't say that again.
Third down defense.
Yes, I feel like we've been doing pretty good on third down. There's been some times when we could have done better, but yeah, we've just been affecting the quarterback very effectively this season.
With all the long touchdown runs this season, how much extra running are you having to do?
There's been a lot of extra running, just trying to make blocks for our DBs and linebackers and stuff like that. And they're fast, so you don't know which way they're gonna change direction. So you just in practice when they get a turnover, you just gotta start it in practice and get extra conditioning while you can.
What does it say about the SEC when it seems like 1 week you're preparing for a hyped game against a ranked team, same the next, and probably when y'all come back again? What is that something that what does that say about the SEC in your mind, the depth and everything in the league?
The SEC has always been a tough conference, and every game is going to be a hard game. You have to go out there and earn it. It's not going to be given to you. So every week is just another week to come in and prepare hard and focus and execute game plan.
All right,
Thanks, Dalvin.
thanks, Dalvin.
Appreciate it.